It's your boy Roy Jones Jr. and right now you tune into World Combat Sports.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for tuning in and happy holidays to everyone. And as we have the closing 9 minutes, 9 minutes of Christmas for 2020, which has been a tumultuous year, we are very close to closing this out. And I look forward to it, to be honest. But this is something that's in my wheelhouse too of many. You know what I'm saying? I want to have a panel of people that was looking forward to get a hold of some nutritional tips heading into the 2021 year. I am very knowledgeable in what I know. I'm not going through the extreme of breaking down each and every layer for which you believe you need, because ultimately you have to have the dedication to get this done. I know what it's like to get it done. You know what I'm saying? I know what it's like. Real talk. Looking at the thumbnail, yes. The picture you're looking at, I was around 42. I was around 41, 42, which was about 8 years ago. I competed in California in the men's physique. And, it was the first time the competition came out. But, if you know how to work out and discipline, you can come in with a different type of body structure than the average. You have to know how to put the pieces together. When it comes to men physique in general, we're stepping on the stage. Um, certain left and right parts of your physique has to be different. What I mean by that is the first thing you see when you go to a beach is what? You want to see the abs, the abdominals. That's the biggest thing you want, people pay attention to, the abdominals. Like you can have a flat ass chest, but you have some abs, people are going to be like, okay, cool. They in shape. But there's an easy process if you stay consistent that you can place yourself in a position to have a pretty decent physique that's not overly muscular. I never wanted to go for the overly muscular look. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to go for the physique that you can walk on the beach with. You can still wear nice clothes, fitted shirts, and still, get a lady's hair when you feel like it. It's a lot to go into a physique like you see right here. It's a lot because growing up I studied certain physiques and what I like the most about them. And if you look at the abdominal muscles and to the left and right side, the obliques and how they look like fish fins, it's just a small little exercise. The muscle is so freaking small. It's just a small muscle that you have to do competitive remediation, high reps to build those up. And I always thought they complement a set of abs real good. That was just a secret of mine. And why I say it was a secret of mine, because when I actually stepped on stage, we have to wait and everything, sign up and wait. And you see everybody back there. Some people just be working out. They just don't know that. If you dry it out already, just sip on a little bit of water, just a little bit, because you want to go out there dry as hell. You want to go up. You want to go out on stage and blow out, and everything pops, striations, separation, everything. So I was sitting there with my shirt on, and I used a lot. Um, was isometrics. I would do hard breathing. I would take my fists, put them together, squeeze, and just hold it as long as I can instead of actually getting up doing push ups and all that. What I was trying to work on was the fibers within the muscle. I wanted to get the striations starting to pop. So when I did go out on stage and pose the way I did, it seems like you're going to get the striations in the pectoralis and everything like that. So you really don't have to bulk up, by putting blood into your muscles and everything else before you walked out on stage. You can just take your time. You can simulate. You can do isometrics, breathing, and get yourself really pumped up and everything. And then once you go out on stage, man, and the lights hit you, you dry and you look good. You know what I'm saying? The reason why it wouldn't behoove people if you choose to, go out here and work out is, do these competitions and use weight is because you have to go through a certain set of poses. You know what I'm saying? You have to go through a certain set of poses. And when you go into those poses, you have to hold and squeeze out and blow out all the air in your system, make sure your abs are set right. But if you're in the back working out, motherfucker, you ain't gonna be able to do shit. You're gonna be breathing hard. You ain't gonna be able to hold your abs. You blow it out, you like, you got a smile on your face, and you like shit. You gotta squeeze, 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 turn to your right, breathe out, turn, let them see the side pose. No air in your system whatsoever. You want that shit to just be all tight. You know what I'm saying? And that's on a dry body. But ultimately tonight, I was hoping some people drop by if you want some tips on nutrition because I'm far from being rookie. I trained myself. I trained myself with this. You know what I'm saying? I actually trained myself for this competition, man. I was pretty educated on my body for quite some time. I knew how to work out, but I've always been um enamored with knowing your body first. That's me. I got used to know what works for me, what makes me pop, and I was like, okay, cool, I'm gonna stick with that. But my workout's just a little bit different than most because I do believe in high reps. Some people think, okay, eight reps is gonna get you a nice little, physique that is cut. It's not. You have to do at least 20 reps for exercise. You just want to have that walk around physique where you can put on a nice shirt, go to the club, and you have that muscularity that is not over bulky, but yet you can still drop a couple of buttons in the front, drive the ladies crazy, and you're still good. The same thing with biceps, no less than 20 reps. Like once again, there's certain levels to building physiques. Some people just want to get bulky, and the other ones just want that walk around, that clean look. You know what I'm saying? Will you be able to, unbutton your shirt and you have a six pack there. That's mostly what women like to rub on. They want you to have a six pack, but it's a secret. That shit ain't all year round, homie. What's good, Dion Washington? What's good? Appreciate you pulling up, man. Um, Anyone else that wants to jump in and have a panel discussion on nutrition for 2021, man, let me know, man. I will answer most of any questions. I know this game, you know. I know this game. Just with health and everything else that goes along with it. I cannot force anyone to do anything, but I know a lot of tips for if you're trying to shed some pounds in 2021. I do. All the manipulation. I learned this on the job. It's just so much to go into setting yourself up for success nutritionally. People tend to get in this little motivation at the end of the year and to jump in the gym at the first part of the year. And they say, I'm full pledged. I'm in it. I'm gone. Send me to the gym. I'm going with my friend. We're going to LA Fitness. We got it. But people, I'm here to just drop some jewels on you. If you do, if you have a set gym schedule, which is great, I always believe that you can get workouts in the house too. It don't matter if you don't have no equipment. It's ways to get workouts, right? Your body needs to be conditioned well, in my opinion, before you step in there to the gym and start working out. Because a lot of women don't understand once you go to the gym and use all this equipment and get sore and the lactic acid build up in your body is it'll take you home to the point where you might miss the gym for 3 days. And what I'm trying to explain to you is the first day you go to a gym to kick start this 2021, you don't do a lot of work. You don't do a lot of weights. Don't do a lot of weights. I want you to do. I want you to walk on a treadmill for at least 30 minutes. Get your body conditioned. Get it used to perspiring. Start to detox that body. You know what I'm saying? Get on that treadmill and walk as fast as your pace will take you. Just walk. Then, for the first, I would say 3 or 4 days, really the first week, that's all I would suggest you do. Because when it comes to you actually working out, you have to understand that if you want to transfer fat into muscle, you have to start doing what with fat? Burning it. You have to burn fat. All right. It's a way for you not to do cardio and burn fat. But we're talking about getting into those fat cells, firing up your body, getting it used to that workout, perspiring, trying to get to a point where you start to reduce the fat cells because the fat cells never go away. They just shrink. When you gain weight, your fat cells expand. That's what people don't understand either. They think they fat go away. I burnt that fat. Well, it did go away to a point, but it just didn't go anywhere. The fat cells shrunk. Okay. So you need to find a way and what works for you on how to turn that fat into building muscle. Because you have different types of fat in your body. If you're in the live chat and you have any questions, this is not for me. I'm just talking because this is something that I totally understand and know of. That maybe I can help somebody, that's looking to go into the year 2021 and attempt to drop some weight. And people ask me, why you ain't personal trainer? I don't like the personal trainer because personal training to me is the person has to be willing to train. Seriously, when you pay all this high price money for a personal trainer, you yourself happen to be willing to train, be willing to go through the trenches, so to speak, gut it out in the first phase of your workout, which is about a good solid month. Once your body starts to not getting sore after each workout, then we can come a steady weightlifting routine, anaerobic routine, aerobic routine, which some people call cardio. You know what I'm saying? You get an anaerobic workout in, and you have an aerobic workout. So the anaerobic will be lifting weights, certain exercises and things like that. Aerobic will be high energy, bring up the heart rate, exercise. Almost like taking a class of aerobics, kickboxing, or anything to increase your heart rate. That plays a lot with conditioning your body also. So check this out though. With anything that you do in the gym, when you want to see changes, is the fact that you have to consider one primary. I mean, it's just such a gold mine when you find out how special your life can be when dropping weight and getting in shape. This is the motherfucking gold mine. This is the one, y'all. This is what makes everything molded together into that. When the woman put on those jeans and they start to fit right and they start to feel good about themselves, this is the gold mine to all of that. This is the jewel. This is the dame. This is the bracelet. This is everything that shines the most in this display case of what we call salubrity and healthy fitness. It is a diet. And let me tell you, it is diet. Diet, diet, diet. Deion said, talk about the HDL and the LDL in training. It is diet, diet, diet. I'm not sure what the abbreviation. Everybody use different terminology. What's the HDL and LDL? Explain to me, Deion, so I can kind of understand where you're coming from. There's so many acronyms that's out there. I'm not sure what you mean. HDL and LDL. I'm not looking for terms out of NASA. I mean, I did that already, but I'm not a personal trainer like that. So some of the terms are stuff I might have forgot out that book. But you can explain to me, talk about the HDL, LDL in training. What are we talking about? So people that are tuned in, if you want to speak on the panel about nutrition, whether you're a man or a woman, let me know. I have no issues, no hesitation with either gender and telling you how to jumpstart your year of 2021 if you choose to drop however pounds it is, 10 pounds, 15, 20. It's a lot of moving pieces that goes to this. It's a montage, y'all. It's a lifestyle. I'm telling you, if anything else you need to understand, this is a lifestyle. If you are to lose weight, it has to be a lifestyle. Even though you start off partially, you have to stay consistent as a lifestyle. And it will absolutely benefit you if you stick to the lifestyle correctly. You will start to feel better and everything else. Now, it's going to be some times where it just sucks for you because your body's going to go through a transition when it comes to the sugar. You know, the chemicals in your body start to change because you're eating different. You might have been drinking some sodas. You might have been drinking some Yoo-hoo or, some almond milk. You might have been, just consuming certain liquids that's not really good. Carbonated liquids that's not really good for your body. But when you start losing weight, you have to understand those have to be extracted from your daily routine. And your body will go through a change. Why? Because those carbonated drinks hold caffeine. They get you pumped up. They give you a little bit of that energy, that hit, that sugar hit. And a lot of those drinks are high. They have a sugar, the grams of the sugar in there is just unfucking believable. Managing the cholesterol. Well, right now, when you talk to somebody about, in my case, I'll say in my case, Dion, when I talk to them about diet, that is absolutely something that's involved in managing cholesterol. But that's so deep. That's something I'm trying to get more people to tune in to want to talk about it, because managing cholesterol goes along with diet and how you prep your food and everything else that goes along with it. This in general, let's just say your goal is 5 pounds and you say that's small. The entire goal of losing 5 pounds is to lose it and keep it away. You want to continue to lose pounds as you go along each day. The only way you're going to do that is you have some type of training regime and you maintain a steady, solid, healthy diet. Then tend to, see how your clothes are starting to fit better. With men, the older we get, you'll see some men that wear big shirts because it's to cover up that gut. You know what I'm saying? They'll wear big shirts to cover up the gut. That just happens when you get older, if you're not working out. And then they say, okay, I get down, and do setups. I do setups all the time. I do crunches, crunching, crunches. Okay, I got it. I got it. But your DIET is everything that you ever want to look for. A DIT, a DIET is such a short letter word like love. You know what I'm saying? It's so important when you have to include it into your lifestyle to lose weight and transform your body. You have to love to diet. You have to love it. Now, you want to talk about dysfunctional relationships? Having a diet is a dysfunctional relationship, y'all. I'm being honest with everybody. It's very dysfunctional because there's certain foods that you're going to eat that's going to change the way that you even eat as a human being. You have certain individuals that eat food and they have to taste it. I gotta taste that last food, man. It tastes so good. I don't want to drink nothing. I just want to keep this on my tongue forever, man. That country fried steak was good. That grilled meatloaf. Oh my shawty, what? I just want to keep that on there. I don't want to drink no water or nothing. But here goes the reality to cheating everything you do when it comes to eat. Your body have to use food. You see some people how they eat lettuce. They eat a salad and lettuce, and they say, "I just had a lettuce for lunch." So what happens when the lettuce dissolve, it digests, and you're hungry? One thing you tell yourself and you tell your wife: don't ever believe that lettuce is something that you should be consuming just for lunch, because when that sugar from the veggie and when that diet wears off, you're going to be hungrier than you was previously, because lettuce is just a light type of veggie. It really doesn't have a high protein unless you eat a lot of it. And if you eat too much lettuce right off the rip and you was a meat eater, your stomach is going to go through some changes. Believe that. I would say if you ever going to eat a lettuce, don't be afraid to put the raspberries, the sunflower seeds. You know what I'm saying? No croutons, no croutons. No, no, no. You know what I'm saying? Put some eggs in there in that salad. They have some tuna over there. Put a spoonful of tuna on that salad. Try to dress that salad up with all the healthy dressings. Then when you want to see what dressing, I know that ranch tastes good, right? You used to eating it on the hot wings and all that. But nope. Find you some balsamic. Put some balsamic on your lettuce. Now balsamic is an acquired taste. It is not no way, shape, or form. It tastes good. But find some balsamic and eat your salad. This is one of the biggest tips that I'm giving you for free that a lot of people charge for, and people look at them like they're crazy. But I understand why they charge for it. Because people have to be told. But this is a free Christmas special. When you eat, when you're dieting, I haven't got to, the foods and everything. But when you're dieting and eating foods like with certain dressings that you are not used to, or certain foods you're not used to that particular salt-free seasoning on it, or certain things you used to put in there what you was cooking in Western oil or whatever, or now you're baking your fish instead of frying it. The key, the secret, people, is you eat your food for the protein. All right. You just eat it for the protein. So when you're eating your food, you're not trying to taste it like you out of the restaurant. You kind of speed up. You eat your food. You drink some water in between. Wash it down. Eat. Wash it down. Eat. You try to get that food because it's not going to taste good to you. Some of it. You get it in your system so it can start working immediately. Because I'm telling you, you should eat around 4 to 5 small meals a day. 4 to 5 small meals a day. Now, what does that consist of? You should have a blender in your home. You should have a blender. You should have some plastic containers enough to hold a meat and then 2 sides. That's it. And put a lid on it. You should have at least about 10 of those in your home just to jumpstart this nutritional evolution to start off 2021. This nutritional extravaganza. You need some plastic containers. Next, when I'm talking about eating your food, you need to start enjoying water. Because when you eat your food, some of it's not going to be what you're used to. If you're a fried food person, you have to wean yourself off fried food. I'm telling you. You have to say, God damn, man, I love fried food. I know. But you have to start thinking about your body on the inside. You have to start cleansing that body. So if you eat high fatty foods, at least it's the way that you can break this down. You can consume a good amount of water to help your body break down the transit fats. So it won't be the entire, how some people catch the itis, they get sleepy, but you won't get the full effect of the fatty acids that's being broken down and they end up turning to fat. Our process is to continue with the healthy meals, maybe about 3 to 4 times a week, if you can swing it. I haven't even started to touch on the food yet, but I'm just putting it out there. You have to get used to water. You have to get used to carrying the water around with you in the vehicle. You have to get used to drinking and counting your swallows each and every time you drink water to make sure you constantly consuming water. Because what water is going to do is keep your body detoxed, and you're going to piss that water out and you're going to start cleaning up yourself. You're going to start sanitizing your body. Because when you start to eat different, your body feel different. And you're gonna be like, man, why I'm going to take a shit? Why? Your body's goddamn going through changes. It get all this, it's getting all this healthy protein. It's saying, damn, what's going on here? So just say you're on the second month and you're still eating right, still eating your food like you're in a hurry and you're not trying to really taste the food. You're just eating it as a meal. Boom, boom, boom. Get it over with. Drink your water. Count the swallows up to 10. Make sure you get all that water in there. Not only to hydrate your body, but help break down that food accordingly. And you're gonna start feeling energized. You're gonna start feeling good as a human being, as an individual. And this is straight nutrition. All right. Now, the tough part comes into you have to get a checkup and get your BMI checked, body mass index, get your BF checked, body fat. You have to get some things checked up. Just word to the wise, right? Now, if you choose to go into LA Fitness or some other, facilities, I don't know what Planet Fitness is all about, but if you choose to go in there and get a personal trainer, you're gonna pay some good money. You know what I'm saying? And basically, I know I can do everything they can do. I know I can. I've been there, done that. It's just personal training is extremely boring to me unless I really have a client that I know I'm going to have some success with. But this is what I'm trying to school you up on. just so you can go in there if you choose to. You can kind of understand what certain things you're gonna run into. Some personal trainers will train you. They will make you buy. They will make you buy sessions, and then hold on for a second. Hey, what up, Transcendent Sports?
What up, brother? I just want to say Merry Christmas to you, man.
Yeah, man. Merry Christmas to you too, man. How you feeling?
I'm good. How about you? I hope you had a good Christmas. Yeah, I hope you had a good day.
I did, man. I haven't seen you around. What channel did you start on?
Oh, I started on my personal, and then I just made this one for to talk about boxing. I've been quite a while actually, so I've been watching you for quite a while. You and Punch and everything. I just started my own channel. That's why I'm using this right now.
Oh, you went by a different name, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, what was that?
It was Carlo.
Oh, okay. What'd
Yeah.
you get for Christmas, man? You seem young. What'd you get for Christmas? A new car?
No, I wish I had it. No, no. I just spend time with family, which is the most important part, which is
That's
nice.
what's up, man. That's what's
Yeah.
up.
Yeah. So what are you talking about, bro?
Nutrition, man.
Mm,
Most of what I talk about is boxing and
right,
combat sports. I'm just trying to, enlighten some of the listeners about nutrition because many people get to the end of the year and they want to go into the next year and pretty much lose weight. You know.
right, right. Well, to me, diet is always the number one key. You have a consistency of good diet, you're almost halfway there, and plus the mental game of it. That's what I always think. Well, I don't know if I'm right or wrong about that, but I think diet and mental preparation and consistency is one of the few things to get to lose weight.
Yeah, diet is indeed a huge percentage of losing weight, but one person has to have a lot of things that consist to go into that diet. Like
Right,
people have to pay for food. You have
right,
to pay for
right,
food. And
hmm
then once you pay for food, you have to have what is called a meal prep.
right, right.
The meal prep is one of those long drawn out marinations
Process.
where you have to buy the salt free seasonings and everything,
Right,
season
right.
all your meat, put it all into the containers separately, and you have to cook it.
Mm. Oh yeah, yeah.
So basically, most of the food you're gonna eat each and every day when you grab that meal and take it with you, you're gonna grab about 3 meals and take it to work with you. They're all gonna be cold.
Yeah. There's nothing colder than a cold meal.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. You can eat a cold meal, but once again, I try to tell people eat for the protein. Don't eat for the flavor.
Right,
Eat your
right.
meal for the protein, and that's
Yeah,
all you want. Drink the water and get it down.
right, right. Eat it for treat food like fuel. Yeah, definitely. Have you ever tried it like meal preparation?
Yeah, absolutely.
And is it because is it kind of annoying the cooking like every night try to get it in or I
You didn't
because
see my
I
thumbnail? I mean, you didn't see my thumbnail? You asked me if I ever did meal
no,
prep.
is that you?
You think I'm
Eh,
gonna use another man's picture on my
no.
thumbnail?
I'm just joking, bro. I'm just joking.
I'm just saying, dog. I mean, yeah. I mean, I meal prep forever and a day, man. Like I was really deep in this fitness thing, and I meal prep. I'm talking about you have like 150, $200 worth of food easy that goes away in a matter of a week, gone. It's an
Mm,
expensive habit. It's a court. That's competition. That's not regular for people who just trying to lose weight. But meal prep, man, yeah. You get the boneless chicken, the chicken breast, marinated, man. That's expensive.
yeah, yeah. So when you did it, what was your choice of protein?
My choice of protein was if I was trying to gain muscle at the time, is according to how far you are from competition and what you're trying to build. Of course, your weight when you're outside of competition is going to be higher, and then you start cutting down. But
Mm,
my choice was after I ate breakfast, which was oatmeal. You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm,
Oatmeal and half a bagel, and then it's according to where you at with your weight, of course. Have some certain type of lean beef.
mm,
We're not talking about a whole steak. You cut like 3 slices, heat it up, and then have some dry vegetables. You either have a choice between broccoli, asparagus, and those are pretty, the pair of vegetables that mean a lot to fitness people and bodybuilders and all that because they have good protein. And then, of course, the carb, sweet potatoes. Man,
Well, dude, I love sweet potatoes, bro. Let's
sweet
go get it.
potatoes are time released. Sweet
Yeah.
potatoes are time release. People don't know that. You have a simplex carb and a complex carb. So the simplex carb is the white potato. You eat it, and it just gives you what you want. It's digest, and it just gives you that little energy right there. But sweet potato is time release. It provides you a subtle amount of energy throughout the day.
Nice. Eh, do you ever cut carbs when you're about to like be in a competition or no?
Absolutely.
Nice. Is it
When you
hard to
cut,
cut carbs at that point?
I mean, cutting carbs, you kind of jumped way in the front. Um, you like jump the gap as they call it. But when you start to cut carbs, that's the cutting phase. That's when you actually drying up. You're starting to dry up. So when you start to cut carbs, you cutting back on your water too.
Oh, okay.
So you might eat carbs. You was eating carbs 4 to 5 times a day, and we're talking about eating sweet potatoes or white potatoes. Then you'll have 2 meals with just vegetables and 2 meals with just carbs. Then the
Mm,
closer you get the competition, you take away that last carb. You're eating meat and vegetables, meat and vegetables, meat and vegetables. Now, once you get down and you really start to dry out and you start to see, your abs, everything is just coming in nice, you drying up real nice. Then you start eating a small amount of chicken. You know what I'm saying? You change the meat, chicken. Then you include that potato because what you want to do is now that you dried your body up, you want to feed those muscles because they're looking for something. So they need a
mm,
carb to replenish and fill you out while you're drying up. So you eat a carb and you just drink a little bit of water. Like it all depends on what you're trying to do. Because once you start to deplete the water, man, in your carbs, that's when your mental game has to be strong.
right, right. So
Your mental
mental
game starts
preparation.
going crazy.
Yeah, mental is like part of the game, huh? Try to have strong
I mean,
mental
it's
to
it's,
get through
it's
it.
a big part of it, man. Like
Yeah.
you know why it comes to mental
Why?
when you start to cut your carbs and your water. You know why it begins to be mental?
Why?
Sugars, sugars in your
Oh,
body. You're
you're like
creating
craving
sugars
for
in your
something, huh?
body. What now?
You'd be like craving for something. Your body's craving for something.
Yeah, craving for a Snicker bar.
Snicker bar. Hello.
Yeah, I'm serious. I mean, your body's craving for a Snicker bar or something, and that's real.
Yeah. Anyway, but I just want to come on and chat with you for a bit because I got work tomorrow. I just want to hear, give you support.
It's all good, man. Appreciate you pulling up, man. Now,
Merry Christmas,
I
bro.
heard you. You're always welcome to pull up, man. Drop in, bro. Take it easy.
Thank you.
Merry
Bye.
Christmas. So, back to the meal prep. Those of you that's planning on taking this serious, you definitely have to have a bag. There's plenty type of bags you can get. And appreciate Transcended Sports Channel dropping in. Appreciate you. But you definitely have to get a bag. And if you're starting off and chicken is your choice, right? I would prefer chicken instead of steak or red meat because it takes red meat longer time to basically digest, right? So I would start off with chicken, chicken tenderloins, whatever you can afford, because this diet is expensive, but it's not expensive as you think. Because when you're at work, you spend money on the vending machine, you go out to eat and you spend money, right? But if you really truly on board with the diet, you're gonna take your food with you, and it's gonna be cold too. You can heat it up in the microwave at work, do whatever. But get some chicken tenderloins. Heat up, have some asparagus in there. Cook them in the oven. Don't overcook them. Just put some olive oil on them with a little bit of salt. Put them in there. Have some asparagus, or cook some broccoli. And then once you get your sweet potato, your potato should weigh about 4 ounces, I believe. It all depends, once again, what you're trying to do. But sometimes you can cut your sweet potato in half after you cook it. Now, let me tell you something that you may not know also. A lot of people believe that you have to put a potato in the oven. The only thing you have to do is put that sweet potato, according if you have a 1100 watt, 1200 watt, just put your potato in there for like 4 minutes and 30 seconds or 5 minutes and heat that bad boy up. After you heat it up, you split it open. You take a spoon, take half of it out and put it in your container. Half of the sweet potato out. If it's a small sweet potato, you put the whole thing in there. If it's a big one, you just cut it in half and you take half of it out. Take the other half, put it in the other container. You take your chicken that you cooked already, place it in both containers, and everything is measured. Yes, people. When you're on a diet, everything is measured. So you can do the eye test until you get into the groove. It's no problem. If you're not competing, you don't have to measure your food like that. But you scoop out all that sweet potato, man, put it in a container, put the rest in the second container. And then if you have to fill 2 other containers, you have to heat up 2 other potatoes or one. Like I said, according to the size, scrape out with the potato. Make sure you have your carb, your vegetable, and your chicken. Now, my 2021 living a healthy lifestyle, you need to understand one thing. You're not putting ketchup on your chicken. Now, you can put something spicy. You can put some spicy stuff on there, like if you got some pepper sauce or something like that, you can put that on the chicken because actually spice help burn calories too. All right. And it can't give you them gastritis and motherfucking acid reflux if your stomach. But I'm just saying, it's nothing wrong with putting mustard on there and stuff like that, but no ketchup with that's high in sugar, any of that. So that is your meal. You have a measured amount of chicken, about a cup of vegetables, and I would say about 4-ounce potato. It doesn't even have to be that strict because you're not competing, right? You get the point. So if you can meal prep your stuff, meal prepping is not just for one day, people. Meal prep is for at least about 4 days, 4 to 5 days. That is a work week. So if you're eating 4 to 5 meals a day, you have to prep a total 5 meals a day. And let's just say you go for 5 days. You have to prep a total of 25 meals. This is what is required for you to wear the jeans, lady. Along with the lunges and the squats. This is what you need, the protein. You have to put forth the effort of the protein so you can wear those tops and jeans. It is an incredible process. What I just told you was just a cliff note of how this all works. But you have to have a blender in there. Sometimes it's good to make some shakes. Throw some pineapple juice in there, some kale, some almond milk, stuff like that, man, to build that shake up, blend it, and then drink it as a meal replacement. Especially in the morning to get you pumped up, get that energy, get those nutrients into your body. It works very, very good. Once you get used to meal prepping, You won't think too much of it. 'Cause you have to take a time to, you take the meat out, get that all nice and marinated, and then you cook it. And all you have to do is fix all 25 plates. If you're gonna do 5 meals a day, 5 days a week, and then the other 2 days you just eat, a different meal, not too much, not no fried fish and gizzards and motherfucking chitlin motherfucking po' boy and shit. No, none of that. If you're gonna do the 5 meals a day for 5 days, that's 25 plastic containers that you need, and you need to make sure you pack them all in one day. Now you're probably asking yourself, I can come home and cook and do all that. You're not gonna want to. You're not gonna want to do it. When I tell you, I'm giving you the gems. I'm giving you the light gems right now. I'm not even giving you the heavy gems. I'm giving you the light gems to get you jump started in case you want to do this tomorrow. Dieting is a consistency that you have to be mentally prepared to go through the physical challenges. The physical challenges being stand away for certain comfort foods that you love to eat. Those comfort foods can be Debbie cakes, ho Twinkies, ding dongs. It can be oatmeal pies. Um, Man, it can be PB and J's at the wrong time. Comfort food can happen all the time, especially in between these foods. That once you eat it, I say about an hour after that, you're gonna be hungry, but you're gonna have to fight through it. That's one of the physical aspects of dieting. When your body starts to change, you have to fight through the sugar age. You have to fight through it. If you want to wear those jeans, if you want to look a certain way and you want to feel good, you have to sacrifice and make that dedication. I mean, you have to make that commitment to be dedicated. So when you start to change mentally, you feel like you want to eat something sweet. That's the sugar. That is the chemical and the sugars in your body. They're saying, you know what? We want more. We want more. But you will get more on your next meal because that's where your carb comes into play. Your carbs provide that sugar and that energy. The less carbs you eat, the more weight you're going to lose. Believe that. That's why you have people on vegan and all this other type of food. The less carbs you eat, the more your body's going to crave something in between to substitute that sugar. So if you're not competing, you can always keep those carbs in you. Always. Now, earlier, I was telling you about the workout. If you're able to get on a nice routine where you can stay healthy and injury free, I'm going to take you Monday through Sunday. So when you come in Monday, right? Always off the weekend. Let's just say you didn't work the weekend. It's always cardio first. This is for the ones who start on cardio first, because you want to get your body, you want to get your heart rate up. You want to start feeling good. Because once you get that cardio in, it's going to take you up a notch mentally to get you prepared for going in there doing your workout. So you jump off the treadmill or you jump off the elliptical and you go find what you're going to work on first, which is usually you can work biceps, first day, or you can do some chest exercises. Now, for the women, of course, you can do chest exercises, women. There's nothing wrong with that. You can absolutely do chest exercises. You just do lightweight and work on form. Or you can do shoulder exercises. You know what I'm saying? You can hop off the treadmill and go straight into abs. It's totally up to you, as long as you only work 2 body parts a day. If you choose to work one, then make sure you take full advantage of switching up the exercises like shoulders. You do some shoulder presses. You do some laterals. It's just so many exercises to do. Some front laterals. It's so many exercises to do. So make sure you complete 4 sets of each exercise. So let's just say you had shoulders, you completed your 4 sets per exercise. You did your cardio. You never want to walk up out of there, and that's just one body part, the shoulders, without doing some type of abdominal exercises. Working your abs can start to cut away with that waistline. Start to burn that fat off that waistline. Initially, when you do it, your shit's gonna hurt. Oh my God. Once you go home and start settling in, man, your it's not gonna feel good. But it's not gonna be an injury, it's not gonna be a hernia. You just do some high repetition abs. Start off with 10, 5 sets of 10. Start off and then work it up to 5 sets of 15, 5 sets of 20, 5 sets of 25. Just continue to work it out. Just build, build, build. You know what I'm saying? That's all you have to do. At least you got a full workout. You received cardio, you went and worked out a body part, and also you did abs. Next time you come in the gym, now if by chance you want to start off with your body or your workout without getting warmed up, then you can go find some exercise to do for your shoulders in the back. Not just the shoulders just on top. You can find a workout to do with your shoulder blades on the back, or you can do back exercises. Okay? If you don't want to do back exercises more than 3, I would say 3 sets, because you want to try to work 2 body parts a day. You can do some back, and then you can do some work on the legs. The legs is what women loves to do the most because they work on their glutes and they want a better shape. They want to build up the gluteus maximus, and that's important to women, to shape and firm their behind. You know what I'm saying? That's what they do. So they include walking lunges. It's certain machines on there where you have leg presses. It's just so many exercises that women are doing these days to build up their glutes and improve that bubble. Seriously, these women want to improve that body, and it takes hard work, it takes pain, it takes form and technique and all that. So you just have to get yourself in a routine. If you don't do cardio first, after you've done working your just say your back and you did some legs, you need to go hop on that treadmill and get the cardio out the way. You're going to be tired. You're going to be hungry. You have to go get your cardio out the way. So therefore, once you get your cardio out the way, you are training your mind to do a full workout. It's going to be tiring at first until you get in shape and condition, and then you're going to be walking through it. You're going to say, cool. And you're going to be walking back there with your shoulders back and head up, chest out. You're going to be like feeling good for yourself. So you want to make sure that you get those abs. You want to try to stay consistent with abs at least every other day until you get your abdominals conditioned. If you do it every day, your abs are still going to be sore. Everybody's body structure is different. And you're only going to do maybe 5 or 10. You say, oh man, this shit hurt too bad. I'm not doing them anymore. No, don't never give up on working abs. Understand one thing. They're only going to be sore for a little bit. And as much as you keep doing it, they're going to condition themselves and you'll be straight. They won't get it sore. They won't. Believe me. I'm telling you truths, man. I'm giving you free game. So you walk out of there, what's the first thing you're supposed to do? In this entire process, you've been drinking water. Now, in a lot of these gyms you go to, I don't know if you were a friend, but I'm about to tell you something that might irritate you a little bit. You might get a little upset, offended, or whatever. All right? And this is because I know the game. I know the game, people. I'm telling you, ladies. I'm telling you, in this particular case, how to avoid the red flags from those who are close to you, so to speak. Okay. When you get used to leaving the gym, you got your water with you. Your body is hungry. You know what I'm saying? You're exhausted. So the first thing you want to do is say, God damn it, Popeyes and Five Guys is right around the street. Man, goddamn, I want me some red beans and rice. Goddamn, 3-piece, breast, 2 wings. I want some sweet tea. Listen, your mind is going to be talking to you. What you need to do is go out to the car and eat your meal. Okay. If you don't want to eat a meal at that point in time when your body and your metabolism is just spinning, bring a shake with you. Bring a post-workout shake. That shake is going to be good. If it's hot outside, bring that shake in with you. Make sure you purchase a damn good shake bottle. Bring that shake into you, and near the end of your workout, you start sipping on it. But I have to let you in on a little something. Women will drink up the entire shake on the back end of their workout and then go over there to Smoothie King and purchase a large shake. And give me one with protein in it and this and that. You don't need another second shake with protein in it because you already drink a shake with protein and all the sugars that you need. So what you're trying to do now is fill your belly up. No, you drink your shake, and then if it's going to suffice you until you get home, then you pull out that meal and eat that meal. Another gym to let you on too, that women. I'm talking about the women right now because the men is a whole different ball game. Okay, I mean, if you have questions, men, please let me know. So for women, if you're going to the gym and you feel that you aren't one of those individuals who want to go by yourself, you ain't motivated enough, you just don't have the strength, the drive. Okay, so you got a friend that works out with you. You need to make sure you have a friend that is there for you and her to make progress in setting your goals. Okay, your goals need to become her goals. If not, she need to find something else to do because you're never going to lose weight with her. So therefore, y'all get into a training regime, and I'm going to give you the bad case scenario. You have a friend that's a little bit overweight than you, and you start working out, you start to see a difference. I've seen this, people. Be careful. If you have a friend like that rushes you through your workout and she's not really putting forth the effort, and then you have your damn protein shake in your bag, and you're doing cardio right, and she gets all cardio, you say, oh, that wasn't that bad. I say, okay, now we're gonna get the workout. She said, what? I'm tired, man. We don't have to do this. So you tell her, I have to get my workout in. Boom. You go get your workout. You do some lunges, some squats. You work on them thighs, them hamstrings, them glutes. Then you get those abs in. You know what I'm saying? You always finish with abs. Then you might want to get some biceps. And it's time to go. Protein shake is in full effect. So she say, okay, you drink the protein shake. Let's go get something to eat. Have lunch with me. A lot of women go bad when they leave the gym with their workout clothes on because they have leggings and stuff, and they feeling good about themselves. They think they look fine. All that shit. They go and eat lunch. Now, if by chance you want to avoid the meal that you have in the car and go eat lunch with your friend, you need to make sure you order a meal that's going to balance out to what you have in the car, your healthy meal. You can't go eat lunch and say, you know what, I'm feeling guilty. Man, fuck it. I'm just going to go ahead and do it. You can't do that. Especially if it's Burger King. Especially if it's Five Guys. Whataburger. Panda Express. If they want to go out to eat somewhere like Red Lobster, where you can order a salad, make sure. I'm about to drop another gem on you, women. Men, this is y'all too, because men eat salad sometimes too and don't know. If you ever go to a restaurant, do not get the Caesar salad with the dressing on it. It has an extensive amount of calories on it. Astronomical amount of calories. If you get a lettuce, you load it with the tomatoes, the pickles, and sesame seeds and all that, and you tell them to provide you with some type of dressing that's low in fat and sugar, and you ask them to put it on the side. Please allow my dressing to come on the side of the salad, so you yourself can spread your salad the way you see fit and eat your salad. So back to what I was saying about your friend. If y'all go out to eat, make sure you substitute that meal that you have in your car, and make sure you order a nice healthy meal at the restaurant. Now you have eaten outside of your meal prep, you have an extra meal. Okay, one thing you have to do, even when you go out to the restaurant, you have to make sure you maintain a certain portion, just like the meal prep that you have. And that's easy to do because the restaurant does not give you a whole lot of food anyway, unless you go on the Golden Corral buffet. So you go eat your food, you good. Hour and a half pass by, boom, you eat that meal that you didn't eat. You get it out the way, get that protein, because that's the meal, that's prepped properly. Eat the last meal, and you get into this routine. But what I'm not telling you is that you have to get used to drinking close to a gallon of water a day. You have to make sure you have the budget to not only purchase your food, but you have to make sure you have the water. This is for people who are really trying to lose weight. Like, it is a process, people. It's a process for you meal prepping your food. First of all, purchasing the food, meal prepping it. And meal prep can take about 3 hours. It's according to what you got going on, what type of food. Or less. It can take about, 2 hours. It depends on how you prep your food and how long it takes for the meat to cook. Now, if you have a grill and you can grill your chicken, get that shit done. The grilled chicken, oh my God, it's delicious. Grill your chicken, cut it up, put the servings. You have all the damn plastic containers out there. Put the chicken into the plastic containers. Put the veggies all in there together. It doesn't take that long. Like you can cook everything at one time almost. And then put the lids on there and mark them. You can mark them. If you have 5 days of the week, if you eat 5 weeks, 5 weeks. If you eat 5 meals a day, all you have to do is just number 1 through 5. That's it. Number 1 through 5. You have 5 ones, 5 twos, 5 threes, 5 fours, 5 fives. And you just pack them up, put them in the fridge. You wake up, your breakfast is going to be different than your first meal. And then you take at least 3 meals with you to work, and you should be good. And make sure you stick to those meals. Once you start working out and start knowing that your body and the sugar levels are making you a little crazy, like you're thinking to yourself, like, why do I feel a certain way? What's going on? When you start to burn and your body the metabolism starts to get, speed up a little bit, and you start to monitor your carbs and you stand true to yourself, your sugar levels are going to change and start having you think in a certain way. You know what I'm saying? It's going to say, man, I want a motherfucking a triple chocolate cake right now. I want a motherfucking Baskin Robbins sundae. It's going to say, damn, go get me some sugar. I need something sweet. So now you have to go to the store and there's plenty of substitutes for sugar. Hard candy is not fat. Dark chocolate raisinets. You just have to look it up. It's plenty replacements out there to give your sugar fix until your next meal. Learn how to get a sugar fix before your next meal. Sounds good? That was a Cliff Note version. So once you get used to, your meal preps and everything, drinking a gallon of water a day to detox your body, cleanse that food out, because you're eating good, solid food. You want it to be digested right. Stick with the workout. And the last thing I'm going to mention for today on this, because I didn't get too many people on here. Well, I'll touch bases on the men. Okay. The last thing I would say about the women is that it's one important part. Once again, you have a friend or you by yourself. If you indeed have a friend and you like to go out to the club on the weekends and you have to pre-flight, if you go to a restaurant and get those sugary margaritas, those cocktails, you're pretty much trashing what you've already accomplished during the week, because those drinks are very sugary. Those margaritas, if you go in there and you used to having 2 to 3 very sugary drinks, are going to put that weight on you. Now, for women, I don't know why, but if they're in the gym and maybe they just starting out and they hit those margaritas or whatever, they go drinking, they feel so guilty. They feel so damn guilty for going in there knowing they shouldn't have did it. So yeah, one or two things is going to happen. Either they've been in the game long enough so they can, pound the water afterwards. They go in there and drink that water, try to dilute all that sugar. Or they go to the gym on Monday and they do extra cardio. It's not a death sentence. This is just fitness. It's just living the celebrity life. They do extra cardio. But listen, you cannot bust it out during the week and go to the club on the weekend and continue to live the same lifestyle, consuming that amount of alcohol, of sugary drinks, and wonder why you're not losing any weight. I'm being honest. Women, and this is my last tip for you today. If you ever want to know about cellulite, cellulite, a lot of women have the wrong impression about how cellulite have. They say, "Oh, it's just cellulite." I've seen women come into the gym and choose to want to compete in women's bikini or women's physique, and they start their journey. And I always used to see them do their first, not examination, but their first assessment. And their first assessment, they have some shorts on, and they take off the shorts, have on a fitness top, and you see some women with cellulite, right? And that's the first question they want to ask, because they know the stomach can go. They say, "You see the cellulite on the back of my leg? My husband don't like that. My boyfriend don't like that. This, that, and the other." And then you have some personal trainers to be out there say, "Well, you stick to the plan and your diet, that will go away. I guarantee it." I've seen women come in with cellulite and get on a diet and start working some exercise and totally transform their body, including their legs, and they didn't have a lick of cellulite on them. But the reason why the cellulite was so bad is because they was just consuming all these sugary products, not drinking enough water. Like some women love Moscato. They drink bottles of Moscato all the time, all that sugar. You're not even washing it down. You're not diluting it. You're not doing shit. And a lot of women get cellulite. Their stomach, they don't like the way their stomach look because of all the sugar drink, but they keep on drinking it. But anyway, that's the final thought process that I have. Just a hint when it comes to nutrition about women. You really have to understand that if what you're trying to get accomplished is your buttocks, your thighs, your quads, looking good on those jeans, well, yeah, there's standing lunges out there. They're walking lunges. Says squats. the leg press machines, the hamstring curls out there. All of these exercise take at least about 15 reps. So put light enough weight on there so you can do 15 to 20 reps and build up your endurance and keep 20 reps so you condition your body and get that toneness about you. Now, once again, every woman is different. I'm not saying this is a template for every woman. I'm just giving you a tip. That's it. Now, for the men, when the man get ready to go to the diet, man, I'm gonna be honest with you. Men is much more difficult than women. Because when a woman come in here, most of the time they're trying to get in shape for their man, or they're just trying to get in shape to leave their man. I'm being real. A woman get in shape, she has an agenda. Believe that. So therefore, when the man started getting in shape, most of the time they have a pretty basic understanding how to work out. But workout comes second to the diet. So when the conversation arises, I ask the question like, so what's your diet like right now? What you working with right now? What did you get out? What you eat in the morning? Well, I throw 2 Jimmy Dean, 3 or 4 Jimmy Dean sausage links on there. Or sometimes I eat the bacon. Man, that shit is good. I get me some grits. I put about 3 eggs, 3 slices of toast with that margarine on there while the slice is still hot and everything. Yeah, that shit's every now and then I throw some hash in there, So they got this huge breakfast they eating. High calorie breakfast. That has to change. You have to start looking at oatmeal. You have to start looking at a smoothie. Basically, you have to start learning what type of bagel that you like the most and buying you a bagel. All right? I mean, it has to. Then, just like I told the ladies, you have to learn how to meal prep your meals and take them with you. Take them with you, leave them in the car, as long as you have your meals there. Now, when it comes to working out, most of the time a man can get on the treadmill and do some cardio pretty good. Some jumping jacks, or even playing basketball or running around the track, or whatever the case may be. You can get it done. So for us, the man's workout on the first day, we might have chest and biceps or something like that. The second day, legs. You don't have to go in there and do no heavy squats. Just do some freaking leg curls. You know what I'm saying? Hamstring curls, lunges, just to keep your legs toned up. Yes, men need to keep their legs a certain way too. You can start looking a little bit flicked, as they call it. You know what I'm saying? So we need to keep our legs conditioned too for strength and everything else. The third day, you might work some shoulders. 4 or 5 different exercise shoulders. Presses, whether it be barbell, dumbbell, you know what I'm saying? Laterals, front laterals, side laterals. Working the back of the shoulder. It's so many exercises you can look up and do. And then with all, on the last day, it's usually back and tries. Tries is the back part of your arm. You know what I'm saying? And your back, man, your back is such a unbelievable unit of muscle. That's why you see on TV, the back is just amazing behemoth of mass. So you can basically scope that unit however you see fit. It's according to what type of muscle you're doing, what type of exercise you're doing. So therefore, you can lay out that plan. Work chest and buys, the next legs, the next one is shoulders, and then the 4th day, you can work back and tries, right? Within that 4-day program, you can work some abdominals or whatever. If you want to take one of the body parts and put it on the 5th day, you can take the body part out and put it on the 5th day and work it out. So you work out, once again, according to what you're trying to work out, you're trying to build bulk, you're going to keep your reps under 10. At least about 4 sets minimal under 10. If you're trying to get that walk around body, going to the club body, not too bulky, you want to do 15 to 20 reps. Medium weight. All right, light to medium weight. So therefore, the diet is already there for you. You have to make sure you do abs, you leave, you have a shake with you, or if you don't, you go eat your meal. Even if it's cold, you eat your meal. And you always have that water in there to drink that meal and wash it down so it can start processing. All right. So one thing you definitely have to get paperwork on is have your body examination, see what your body fat is, your BMI, everything, and then you work it from there, fellas. We have less body fat than women. Now, of course, if you 280, 300, and you overweight, I can't do nothing about that. I'm just saying women have more body weight than men. But when it comes down to working out, both men and women have to get to a point where they have to be on a consistent routine to make it happen. It has first and foremost to do with diet, diet, diet. You have to sustain a diet and have one cheat day a week. After that, you start seeing the progress happen. Your body start getting used to it. Then you can start working it and manipulating how you see fit. As long as you maintain your weight standards, you start to see, certain areas of your body. The women start seeing the diet line come down the center of their stomach, or they start looking at them jeans they purchasing now. They looking good in them jeans. That's the whole point. That's the whole point of it. That's what you want. Fellas want to see the abs. The women want the gluteus maximus and the booty to look nice with the abs. Some of these women walking around here with abs right now. Okay, they can get abs too. But understand this: you have to pick and choose what food tastes good to you, and then you start mixing those vegetables in there with you. Those red peppers, green peppers. Just making sure you get all those. Cook with olive oil and not Western oil. And mix all those vegetables together, and so it can be healthy. But that's as far as I can go without making it so complicated, since no one wanted to know about going into the 2021 year and knowing about that. I guess people on Christmas Day ain't trying to hear about no goddamn nutrition because they just finished eating. I get it. I truly do. Last but not least, understand this. The more alcohol you drink, the more weight you're going to gain. Once again, the more alcohol you drink, especially beer, especially sweet drinks, sweet wines, white wines, you will gain weight. The more alcohol you drink, such as white wine, sweet drinks, margaritas, daiquiris, you will gain weight. A cheat code to that is once you finish and you just drunk a very nice, I'm talking about you can feel the drink. The drink it don't have to creep up on you. You feel it, you say, okay, this is a real one. Once you finish and in between that drink, all you have to do is just down a whole glass of water. What that does is dilute the sugar and the alcohol that's in that, in your system already. Just dilute it. I'm telling you, these are cheat codes for people who really rock hard with fitness. And this is with personal trainers and all that shit. They'll tell you, I don't know how many cheat codes to get past shit. Don't say I didn't tell you when you see some people out here in freaking the ice cream parlor and they're up there eating ice cream. And you say, why they carrying them jugs with them? So they'll go over there and order a sundae. We just talking about ice cream. And they'll eat a sundae. It's like, damn, they got bananas on that, sprinkles and chocolate, vanilla, and all this shit. They'll go eat that sundae. And then they down damn near half of the jug of water. They just wanted the sugar hit. So they took a sundae to the head, and then they drunk I don't know how much of water and diluted that sundae so it would not break down the way it would with all that sugar in it. I mean, it's a cheat code, y'all. So I appreciate everybody that pulled up. What did I want to say last about that? What did I want to say last? What did I want to say last about I covered the water, but I wanted to speak on something else dealing with oh, a lot of us use Mrs. Dash. A lot of us use Mrs. Dash, y'all. Like I'm gonna tell you before, I have to give you the pros and cons. Mrs. Dash, it tastes pretty decent, but it tastes okay. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna give them a plus, but once again, it's saltless and it's a season. So they have different seasons for if you have fish, chicken, or steak. All right. And remember, if you want your diet to consist of fish, which is very light, then do it. But the only thing about fish, you have to make that fish. If you're in the house, you're good. If you take it with you on the road, I wouldn't have fish out there in the heat unless you have a real good bag that pretty much keeps your food um refrigerated pretty decent in the bag. They have bags out there for that. You can put your food in there and you're good. But fish will spoil before anything. And the worst thing you want to do is eat some seafood that's not good. But I encourage everyone to just stick to the game plan. If you choose to lose weight and everything else, it does require dedication. By all means, it does require you to be dedicated to your goal. And if that goal is losing weight, then diet is first. And lastly, when you wake up in the morning, the first thing you should be placing to jumpstart your day is at least about 10 swigs of water. Real talk. I've been doing it forever. When your body awakes, the first thing you should put in your body is absolutely water and learn how to count the swallows. Count the 10 swallows, man, every day. Fuel your body first with water. So when you start getting up my age, you barely have any gray hair. You know what I'm saying? And you're still good in a way. You look decent, and you still out here surviving. I mean, I'm just telling you little details about to help you out and live that life. I'm not saying it's gonna work for everybody, but all I'm doing is just giving you little details. I know a lot of you like drinking coffee. There's nothing wrong with drinking coffee. It's according to how much you drink. But the first thing you should do is not put the coffee in there. You should definitely put some water in your body. Fuel that system up and get ready for a day's work. Then you grab the coffee and go on to go off to work. Your body's gonna feel real good because it's got that water in it. And now you're about to hit it with the caffeine, and you ready to start your day, people. Yes, sir. Dion say ready for the PBC card tomorrow. Yeah, I am too, man. I'm I'm planning on doing a live on that tomorrow, not tonight, but I wanted to try something different. Of course, on the social media, they're not gonna jump on. If I would have put, somebody else up there, cool. But since it's me, they didn't want they didn't want to jump on and talk about nutrition. But y'all, let me know when you want to do another nutrition live when you come over here. It's important to focus on your way of living. When you get in your 30s, your 40s, you definitely want to focus on your way of living when it comes to diet, salubrity, what you drink, the quantity of food you eat, all that. Baked food doesn't taste the best, but it's good for you. And then going to some of these restaurants, guess what? You can tell them that you want baked food without this, and they'll give it to you. Believe me, I know. I know. So until next time, pass the word. I'm gonna try to get on here and talk about nutrition because I know some people, they feel some type of way about their body, but nutrition takes absolute commitment from the individual who's trying to attempt that goal. Not only that, you have to make sure those who are trying to influence you outside of that, if you're not going to stay committed to it, don't spend the money to make it happen. Don't spend the money on all the food so it can go bad. at least dedicate yourself to go to the gym and work out. That's all I can say. Turn up and tune in to World Combat Sports.